Like, there's no...
Did you have one of those guys come to your school for like chewing tobacco or cigarettes? We had that chewing tobacco guy come with like a little jar. Yeah, he told us that he wishes he could go back, and it was just
We
so
had a
scary.
meth guy come. We had a meth guy come, and he was talking about all the dirty sexual things that he did to earn money, and he was talking about how it was awful. And we're back there laughing our asses off. like we're 16, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids who we just did gym. We're all hyped up. And then you got this fucker up there crying about having to suck some dick for a gram of meth or something. We thought it was hilarious. Like that made no impact on us.
Did he get?
He was not very in depth, but like he got his point across without being graphic. He was just like, the things you'll do. Going in, and it was just him. You know, he looked like shit. Of course, he had the meth face. So like, it was like, I mean, I've seen the commercials. Like I am not gonna do any meth. Like if I got diagnosed with like some awful disease and I'm gonna die soon, yeah, let's meth it the fuck up, because it seems like one hell of a ride from everything I've seen in all the Breaking Bad episodes. So yeah, sure then. But it's one of those drugs that I don't usually fall for that dare propaganda bullshit. But when they say meth, not even once, I'm like, deal.
Yeah, there's some of those drugs that just fall into the don't even consider it, like meth.
Yeah, not
heroin.
even once. I'll never forget when I was hanging out with those guys that I didn't know very well, and I was just like, we're just like in the backyard of a house smoking cigarettes, and I was just like, meth came up, and kind of in the same jokey way we're describing it right now, and I was like, you ever seen those commercials, man? Meth, I'm on board with that. Not even once. And the one guy was like, I tried it a few times, and the other guy was like, and I looked at him like, what the fuck? And the other guy was, yeah, me too, you know. And I was just like, all right, boys, I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. I had no idea. I'm out of here.
No, it's fine. I'm just a weekend tweaker. You know, I dabble. I dabble in...
Heroin's the one, man. Heroin, I've never tried heroin. But I did this short-lived video series on my channel that talked about what cocaine was like, what heroin was like, and maybe some others. And... these were like hardcore addicts, and I would just read their stories. And heroin was the one that like just made everything okay. He's like, it's 5 a.m., you're driving to work, you're stuck in traffic in the city, it's raining, and every drop is beautiful. You know, like you can go to work on heroin. You can function on heroin. It just makes you happy. It just makes everything okay until it spirals out of control, until you build a tolerance, until like it goes terrible. It's wrecking your body. You can't feel well without heroin. You can't be happy unless you're on heroin. But the initial stages of the addiction, the whole like, yeah, like there's all these problems, but I and content and fulfilled, like people who find Jesus, you know, like it filled that hole that was in me. Heroin and Jesus, very similar.
I don't think, and I've never done heroin, but I know it's just a really strong opioid. Like if you took a ton of Vicodin or OxyContin or something like that, I don't think you can function if you shoot up a bunch of heroin into your arm. Like it's basically like even the people who you can
see
snort
if
it.
I'm mixing
like
it
you know
up.
those when you watch those Sherlock Holmes TV shows, and they walk into the opium den and everybody's just laying on bean bags, not even responsive, with their opium hookahs. Like that's not even as intense as injecting it, and those guys are laying around like they're borderline dead. Granted, that was Sherlock Holmes, and I have no experience, so I don't know.
I've been an opiate.
I do not think you could function on heroin.
Actually, this is an obvious.
I've known people who used to be heroin addicts, and one of them used to shoot heroin, and the other one had only ever snorted heroin because she was so skeeved out by needles, I guess. So I guess that's a good thing. But apparently, when she was snorting heroin, she could operate fairly well, doing basic. Go ahead.
I have a video, and I want to. It's my own. It's like 3.5 minutes. I think I want to watch. I gave the timestamp for when the interesting stuff starts. Can we watch it together?
Sure.
So I'm at 35 seconds.
Same.
I am as well.
All right, that should be very close to when it starts.